100 rated chess. But wherever the opponent's pawn has been to, you cannot move to or through those squares. Starting position doesn't count. Sounds absolutely impossible and probably will also be very annoying. But still, I'm not a coward. We get a 100 rated guide from the US. d4. Since even the squares that the pawns have been on can block my pieces, I definitely don't want his pawns to overflow the center. Therefore, c5. I'll drag his d-pawn away from the center first. d takes c5. Now d4 and c5 are both untouchable and uncrossable. e6. I'm threatening to capture his c-pawn, and even though I actually cannot do that due to the rules, this will at least make him play something like b4 to protect his pawn. Or not. Queen c7. Okay, maybe my bishop sniping through the pawns is a bit hard to see, but my queen should be easy enough. Of course. Knight f6. Knight d2. Queen e5. I was planning to attack the rook, but then I realized that there used to be a pawn on d4, so now even if he blunders his rook, I still won't be able to take it because my queen cannot go through the d4 square. And he did blunder the rook. Queen c7 is kinda forced. Dude. Maybe this game is even more difficult than I expected, especially since this guy is only moving pawns instead of his queen like the normal 100 rated people. e5. Knight d5. Alright, knights should be my strongest weapons from now on, as we all know that they jump over the board instead of traveling through the squares like the others, so we only need to avoid putting the knights on where the pawns have been, which actually shouldn't be too hard. c4. Very aggressive. Knight e3. My opponent moved his pawn from e2 straight to e4, and absolutely did not land on e3, so e3 is definitely legally available. You are welcome. The risk paid off. Knight takes d1. Resignation please. a5. It's fine. I have a plan. b takes a5. Queen c6. This entire diagonal is actually free, which makes such an amazing path to develop my queen. Bishop d3. Queen a4 check. Bishop c2. That blunders a pawn, but of course it's against the rules. Queen back to c6 for now. No worries, I bet my queen can go back there in no time. Bishop a4. That blunders a bishop. Situation is very good. Now we only need to develop my other knight, and try to find a sketchy checkmate. Game abandoned. Mission accomplished.